Crochet Penguin. First, we take out the blue line. Loop 8 short needles. Ringing method. Hold the thread end with your right hand. This thread can be left a little longer. Pinch this circle. The hook is inserted into the circle. Rewinding. Drag out the coil, not counting the first shot. The short stitch hook method. First we crochet. Poke into the circle. Then winding. Drag out 2 coils. This is the first short stitch. We hook 8 short needles like this. 23. 4. 5. 6. 7. Okay, after we finish crocheting the short needle, then we put the hook down. This is the looping method. After the thread is tightened, we put the crochet hook back in. Now we're going to do an induction. Find the first full stitch position. The first V-shaped hook. After poking in, wrap the wire. Then drag this coil directly out. This is an inducement. At the beginning of each round, the needle should be raised. The second round is 8 short stitches. That is to hook 2 short stitches in each stitch. The first needle. Note the first needle. Don't make the mistake of hooking the second stitch. A short needle. Another short stitch. Good. Like this. Short needle plus needle. Okay, this is what it looks like when we finish the second round. Then stand up and start the third round. The third round is a short stitch and a short stitch plus stitch. First stitch short stitch. Second stitch short stitch increase. Okay, this is what it looks like when we finish the third round. After pulling out and tightening, make a standing needle. Start the fourth lap. The fourth round is 3 short stitches and 1 short stitch plus stitch. Note that this is repeated 6 times. 3 short stitches and 1 short stitch plus stitch. Make a short stitch in the 4th stitch. Repeat this 5 more times. This circle is complete. Well, now we have completed the 4th round. Then do the pull. Then stand up the needle. After finishing, the 5th round is 2 short stitches. 1 short stitch plus stitch. This counts as a set of repetitions. Repeat this 6 times. Finish this lap. After completing 6 sets, do the pull-up. Then do the standing stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 short needles. Make a short stitch in the 6th stitch. Repeat this for 6 sets. Finish this lap. After completing 6 sets, Do the same pull-up. 3 more short stitches. Repeat 6 times. 123. The 4th stitch short stitch increase. Then do 3 more short stitches. 123. This is the first group. Repeat this 6 times. Finish this lap. After finishing, do the same pulling. It should be the 8th round now. The 8th round to the 10th round. That is, 1 short stitch for each stitch. 2. 3. Like this. Finish 3 circles. Okay, now we have finished the 10th circle. Then we have the 11th lap. 1 short stitch plus stitch. First stitch short stitch to 3/4. 56. 7. Then we have now finished crocheting 7 short stitches. The 8th stitch needs a short stitch. That is, you need to hook 2 short stitches in the 8th stitch. Okay, this short stitch plus stitch is done. We repeat this 6 times to complete this circle. There are 7 rows in total from the 12th to the 18th round. All of them are 50 for short stitches without adding or subtracting. Let's do the introduction first. At the end of each round, you have to pull out the first needle. Okay, we have done the standing needle. Start crochet 12th circle. Okay, now we have finished the 18th circle. Now I'm ready to pull. And make the standing stitch. Well, then the 19th lap. 19 rounds are for short needles. 1 short stitch plus stitch. For more short stitches. In fact, it means adding 1 every 8 short needles. Okay, let's do the first one now. Make a short stitch. 123. 4. Good. Now we make a short stitch and add stitch for the 5th stitch. Okay, the first repetition is done. Okay, we've done it 6 times. Find the first needle position for extraction. Then do the standing stitch. There are 8 rows in total from the 20th to the 27th round. Hooked until the 27th lap. Okay, now we have completed the 27th lap. Well, now we can start the 28th round. What about the 28th lap? I started to reduce the stitches. Reduce 1 and reduce 1 short stitch. Yeah, that is, yeah. Every 8 pins. 8 short stitches to make a short stitch decrease. Place in the middle. That is to say, we first hook for short stitches. Yeah, follow me. Good first short stitch. Second short stitch, third short stitch, fourth short stitch. Well, originally I would do a decrease every 8 short stitches. Place it in the middle of these 8 pins. So this is the middle position. We reduce the stitches at this position. Pick up the braid on the outside of a needle. That is, at the same time. Pick up the braids on the outside of the two adjacent short stitches. Then wind the wire through the two coils. This completes a stitch reduction. Okay, then we'll hook for more short stitches. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have finished the first repetition. Finish this lap. Okay, now we have completed the 28th lap. Needle. 29 laps to 2,930. 50 for short stitches without adding or subtracting. Now we have finished the 30th round. Next, hook 31 circles. In the 31st round, we need to crochet 50 for stitches of the inner half stitch. But we want to crochet half a needle. How to crochet an inner half needle? That is to pick. Pick this. The braid on the inside of each rootstock V-shaped. The position of the first frame. This is the location where we just did the pull-out. Pick up the inner half of the first frame. Then the winding wire is dragged through the two coils. Finish the first short stitch. The second stitch is also the inner half stitch. The fourth. The fifth. The sixth. Like this. We finish this circle. After checking, you can see your outer half needle. There is a line left outside. Short needle of inner half needle. Okay, let's do the introduction now. We are now choosing this V letter. At this time, the whole needle is selected. Then we do a standing stitch. Then this outer half stitch has a line. Always continuous. Okay, let's go to the 32nd round. 32 rounds are 7 short stitches. Then a short decrease. Repeat 6 times. Finish this circle. Okay, let's do the first one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we do 7 short stitches, 1 reduction stitch. Okay, the stitch reduction is done. Like this. Repeat 6 times. Okay, now it's the 32nd circle. In fact, what's next? You have to reduce stitches every round. That is, the 33rd round is to reduce 1 stitch every 6 stitches. 35 circles, for stitches. 37 rounds, 2 stitches apart. The last 39 rounds are 60 creases. It is to evenly reduce 6 short stitches. Finish the 37th round. We have now completed the extraction and erection needle. Take down the crochet hook, because our mouth is already very small. Stuff it up. After stuffing the cotton, let's continue to tick the remaining 2 circles. 38 rounds is to do a decrease stitch every other short stitch. First, hook a short needle. Find the one we just pulled out. Hook a short stitch. Then decrease the stitches in the second stitch. Then reduce the stitches. According to this rule, we've finished this circle. One lap left. 39 rounds or 60 creases. Pick up the outer half braid. Then find the second needle and lift it up his outer half braid. Crochet winding. Pull over these two braids. Then the winding is dragged through the two coils at the back. Finish the remaining short decrease stitches like this. Good. We finished lap 39 after 60 creases. Then I closed it. Now we have completed the main part. This is the location of the hidden white line. We want to put the hidden white line at the back. This is the front of the penguin. Then we're going to make a belly. The white one is pasted on the middle part of the belly. Belly we are 11 lock stitches. How to start the lock stitch? We take out the white thread. Circle around your thumb. Form a circle. Crochet hook into the winding. Drag out this coil. Then tighten the coil slightly. 11 lock stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. There should be 11 V-shapes here. You can count them. Then we reverse the hook. We found this needle. How to count stitches? Then we crochet the V-shape below. Count the first needle. This is upside down. Then the second to last stitch. Now we are going to do this second to last stitch. We found the second to last needle, a braid. Poke in and wrap the crochet hook. Now crochet to loops. Winding wires to support these two coils. Next, we will hook 9 chain stitches inside the chain stitch braid. The 4th, the 5th, the 6th, 7, 9, after finishing 9 short stitches. Then, we need to make 3 short stitches in this braid. 1 2 3. This is a corner location. The position of the corner is equivalent to this half. Now it's at the corner. How to hook the other side? Same. We have finished hooking our first rootstock. With this rootstock, then we have to crochet 8 short stitches. 1. Be careful. It may be difficult to count the needles here. 23. When the hook. We can put this back thread. Hide it in this needle. There is 1 stitch left. For the last stitch, we hook a short stitch and add a stitch. This is also a corner location. Well, we have finished the first round. After the first circle. Similarly, we need to position the first needle. We do the pull. First circle pull-out connection. Good. Pull the lead wire tight. The thread at the back can be cut off. Okay, let's start the second round. The second round is a short stitch plus stitch. This is the needle we just pulled out. Hook a short stitch and add a stitch in the stitch for pulling out. 34. 5. 6. 7. 8. After ticking 8. We're at this corner again. We were just at the top. The location of this corner. 3 ticks. 3 short stitches in the same stitch. Needs a needle. Okay, now we are going to do this in these 3 short stitches. First short stitch increase. Second short stitch increase. The third short stitch. Okay, we have finished marking this corner. Next we are at this side position. The side position is also 8 short stitches. 18. After finishing 8 short stitches. The corner location. There are 2 needles left. Hook short stitches in both stitches. 2 short stitches. Next we find the position of the first frame. The same as the pull. Pull out the needle. Then crochet a short stitch at the first stitch position. It is equivalent to doing a short stitch and adding a stitch every other stitch. Next is to tick this side. 8 short needles 1 to 3 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Good. We are now in this semicircular position again. Make a short stitch every other short stitch. Short needle plus needle. Short stitch and add stitch. Short needle. Short needle plus needle. Good. We are now doing 3 sets of short stitches and additional stitches. This semicircle is finished. The position on the side is 8 short stitches without adding or subtracting. After crocheting the 8 short stitches on this side, Now we have to repeat the short stitch and add the short stitch. Do another short stitch and add a stitch. It's just a short needle. After finishing. Similarly, you need to pull out the connection. Then the fourth round. The fourth circle is at the corner. The semicircular position is to add one more stitch every 2 stitches. The same 8 short needles on the side are not increased or decreased. Short needle plus needle. Another short stitch. At this time, we are adding this needle. That is to say, the clamping needle is staggered with the previous circle. Just try to stagger the clamping needles. The position of each circle of clamping needle is in the same place. It won't look good. We hook 8 short stitches on the side without adding or subtracting. 6, 7. Good. After ticking 8. Now we are at this semicircular position again. Another short stitch. Okay, one more repetition. There are 3 repeated short stitches and short stitches. Then there is one last repetition left. Short needle plus needle. Short needle. Next steps. Again, 8 short stitches on the side without adding or subtracting. It's the semicircle again. Short needle. Short needle plus needle. The short needle is repeated twice. Short needle. Short needle plus needle. Okay, let's connect. Make another standing stitch. We have now completed 1 to 3, 4. The same rule in the 5th round. The semicircular part also needs to be stitched. Okay, now we are starting from 1/3 of the semicircle. Now the 5th lap. It is necessary to add a needle every 3 short needles. Then a short stitch plus stitch. Okay, this piece with the stitches. This first repetition is done. Then there are 8 short stitches on the side without adding or subtracting. Then, now we have come to this semicircular part again. Here are 3 repetitions of adding stitches. 3 short needles. 1 plus needle 123. Okay, this is the first repetition of adding stitches. Then do the second. 1, 2, 3. After 3 short stitches are completed. 1 short stitch plus stitch. It is better to add a short stitch to the 4th stitch. After finishing the short stitch, we have completed the position of the semicircular stitching. 1, 2. After the check, we are at this turning point again. Now we have just done a set of additional needles at the beginning. 3 short needles. 1 plus needle. 1 short stitch plus stitch. Good. Group to 1, 2. 33 short stitches. The last stitch is a short stitch plus stitch. Pull out tension. Then we direct disconnection. Leave some thread. We hide this thread on the back. Just hide it for a bit. Next we are going to make the penguins to little hands. You must learn how to loop. Be skilled. Let's do a standing stitch first. 123. 4. 5. 6. After 6 short stitches, make the squill bigger. Put down the crochet hook. Make it a circle. Then rethread the hook. Pull out the needle at the first needle point. The second round is 6 short stitches. Add needle. Just make a short stitch in each stitch. After finishing 6 short stitches, then we find the position of the first needle. Well, the 3rd to 5th laps are all 12 short stitches without adding or subtracting. Now we have finished the effect of the 5th circle. The 5th round is completed. Let's do the 6th round. How to reduce stitches. Just hook for short stitches. The first stitch is a short stitch. The 3rd short needle. The 4th short needle. The 5th one is to reduce the stitches. To decrease stitches to raise 2 adjacent stitches. Short needle treatment. Repeat the second time to crochet for short stitches 23. 4. For short stitches and 1 decreased stitch. Then do a standing stitch. Then we stay long line. Disconnection. Let's wait for this long line. It is used to sew to the body. Then we take out the yellow line. Make the penguin's legs. Yellow thread loop 7 short stitches. 1 to 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Then we tighten the coil. After tightening, find the first needle position. The second round of standing stitches is 7 short stitches plus stitches. After finishing the second round of 7 short stitches, Pull out. The same as that every lap must be pulled. We just cut off the thread behind it. Then the next 3 to 5 rounds. There are 3 lines in total. There are 14 of them. Okay, after we finish the 5th round. The 6th round is 5 short stitches and 1 decreased stitch. Finish this circle. 123. 5. 5 short needles. 1 reduction stitch. Repeat well. After the reduction, pull tight and do a standing stitch. Leave a long disconnection. We also make to for this corner. After the hands and feet are hooked, let's take a little cotton. We stuff a little cotton into our hands and feet. Just a little bit. We will keep these hands and feet for later use. Take out the yellow line from your mouth. Stand up needle. 5 lock stitches. Then go back to times and hook 3 short stitches. That is the penultimate V-shaped braid. Three. Good. After crocheting 3 short stitches, the last braid. Then we have completed this corner. Then do the other side. Once this side is done, do the other side. Then hook 2 short stitches on the other side. Next stitch, hook short stitch. Improvement needle. The second stitch is done. This is the first V-shaped place. Pull out. You disconnect immediately after unplugging. We cut off the thread at the back. Then extend this thread to the back. After wrapping, you can cut off the thread. Let's take out the approximate position of this subject. After fixing, we can start stitching the hands and feet. We first insert the suture needle and sew. We have already put this thread on. First, poke into this body. Then connect the hand position. Then the next frame. Wear it again. Out of the hand, then move the needle forward. Then take it out from your hand. After suturing, we can do this in this armpit. After tying the knot, we have long threads and hide them. It is better to cut off the excess thread after wearing it. Stick to this body, but don't hurt the wool on your body. The left hand is the same as his. There are also seams on the feet. So to the corresponding position. Make a bow tie for the little penguin. Make a circle on your thumb. Pinch this coil. Crochet hook threading. 3 lock stitches. 123. How to make a long needle. Wrap the thread around the crochet hook. Then pull out the line. Now the loop is 3 loops on the hook. Wind the first 2 coils. After winding, drag out the 2 coils. Then make 2 more long stitches. Let's look at the long needle method again. Wrap the hook into the large loop. Then rewind the wire and take it out. Now crochet 2 loops. Winding the first 2 coils. Make another long needle. A total of 3 long stitches were made. After the 3 long needles are completed, then here, a large circle of then make 3 more braids. Make 3 more long stitches. Put 2 more lock pins. Introducing the big circle. Make a standing stitch. Then we disconnect. Then we put the extra coil. This thread. You can wrap it directly around the middle of this bow tie. Good. Let's turn this bow tie over to the front. Now we take out the hot melt glue. Then we take out the subject. And the eyes. We are now going to putting it together. That is to say, the belly. The eyes are fixed in place. Then hold it with one hand. Apply a little hot melt glue. Don't apply too much. Too much glue will overflow. Affects aesthetics. If you think it's too little, you can slowly add glue next to it. Let's seal our mouths, bow tie and belly, and the eyes. Okay, now we are this. The whole thing is done. We can now take out this blush. Just give it a little makeup. Symmetrical position on both sides. Okay, our penguin is ready.